the room, then if there's questions on Zoom.
Emily, go ahead. Cameron here, obviously, been talked about a lot in this class as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're both outstanding players, pro-ready players. You look at their length, their athleticism, their ability to make plays. They're plug and play players, and they're experienced players, and they create some matchup problems. They're two of the exciting young players who have come in this year in this rookie class.
Megan.
How do someone like your community such a how do you adjust to try to up the level of
I think first and foremost, we got to try to stay connected as much as we can. Try to not be in rotation, making sure that from a perimeter standpoint, we're guarding our yard, we're getting through screens, we're not forcing the post players to have to get extended. So we got to stay connected. Secondly, we got to play tendencies. So we've got to play her individual tendencies. We got to force her into the shots that we want to take, the shots that we can predict when they're going to happen, and then we're in position to rebound.
Gavin.
It's coming behind you fast. You're obviously talented, but there are always some intangibles involved.
Well, I think first and foremost, our defense. Our defense, no matter what, always gives us an opportunity to be in position to win. Breon January has done an outstanding job with game plans. She's our our defensive coordinator, so to speak. But she puts our game plans together, and she was an outstanding all defensive player in her time as a player. And our players are very defensive minded and defensive oriented and take a lot of pride in it. So our defense always gives us a chance, as our offense is still a work in progress. I think the other thing is just we have a veteran group. There's never a substitute for experience. But they've been through anything and everything, every situation that you can possibly be in. They understand the ebbs and flows of a game, the ebbs and flows of a season, understand, how to make winning plays, and whether that be, a big critical rebound, a critical defensive stop that leads to an easy bucket on the other end, making a big shot like DB has so many times. They just understand moments, and they're able to use and lean on their experience to execute in those moments.
Brendan.
Last couple games, it's just great. It's been so outside of
we're making shots, Brendan.
outside of shot, what would you attribute there as far as offensive goal?
I think doing a better job of getting to the next action. We're not holding the ball as much, and when you don't hold the ball as much, you don't allow the defense to reset. So we're able to take advantage when we get to second or third action. I think our reads on the backside of actions have been much better when we're attacking the paint. We're reading our cuts. We're staying spaced. We're getting good high percentage looks. I think that all of those things are contributing. And then, at the end of the day, we're starting to get a little bit more confident in our shot making on the perimeter as well, and that certainly opens things up for us.
Yep. Good.
I think somebody who's not afraid to do the dirty work, somebody who's going to come in and who's going to be a facilitator from whatever position she has the ball in. She's going to be an elite defender, an elite rebounder, all the things that she does really well. She's a plug and play player, so she can play with multiple kinds of lineups. You put her in a big lineup, you can put her in a small lineup. She's a willing screener. We keep screen assists every game, and most times she's our winner. She sets great screens to get people open shots. She's a high IQ player, so she understands how to get the ball to people in positions to be successful as well. So you're just getting toughness and somebody who has a winner's mentality and makes a number of winning plays.
Emily.
Yeah, she started to last season. She started to shoot it with a lot more confidence. I'm not sure. I think she had 3 threes before her injury. She's got the tools as far as the mechanics and the touch. I think it's more than anything just the confidence. She was a low block player for most of her college career, and the way that the league and the game is changing, expanding the range has been critical. And we talked about that from the very first moment that I got this job with her. She was doing that. She can do that. She's capable of doing that. Now it's just about building confidence in doing that. And we're starting to see that more and more.
Kevin?
Just curious, with so many road games coming up, a tough stretch. Is there more importance on the game before you go on the road playing at home, or is it just something that's everybody knows that's important?
I think every game is important for us. We're not, in my mind, a team that has the luxury of taking any team, any moment, whether we're home or away, for granted. We're just not that team. Every game is going to be a battle. We respect everyone and fear no one. And I think for us, we're very businesslike in our approach. It's the game that's in front of us that matters. We've had success on the road. We're about to play some really, really tough teams on the road. So we just need to be able to continue to stack days, build in our consistency, in our daily habits, in our execution, continue to build confidence and pace in our offense. And our defense travels. And that's one of the things that we will always rely on.
Tarika?
Yeah, you talked a lot coming into the last few weeks about how you want to see your offense give a much quicker, faster start. Seemed like you guys seem to do that against Dallas. Can you just talk a little bit about what you like about that performance coming out and how you like to see that translate tonight?
I think the biggest thing is we took advantage of the right matchups. When we got people cross-matched in transition, we went to the right action. We made the right reads. We didn't hold on to the ball. It didn't stick. I'm not sure that there was one period of time where the ball stuck in somebody's hands. At times we can see it for like 5 to 8 seconds. And in order for us to be our best, it's got to be like 0.5 is my dream basketball, but we got to be at least be 1 second basketball. It's got to be moving. We got to get to the next action. I felt like we were able to do that against Dallas. There wasn't a lot of resistance because we were able to get in transition and get into flow. But at the same time, I felt like we did a really good job of just making the right reads, making the right plays. Nobody trying to do it on their own or trying to do too much. And as a result, our shooting percentages were better. Our assist rate was better. And we found the right reads.
Yep.
One last thing on obviously seen her a ton over the course of your coaching career, but since being able to work seen her.
Well, I think you can see a lot of the things that she does on the outside looking in, but you don't really get a true sense of her elite basketball IQ. I mean, she is a point guard mentality in a power forward body, right? Like she's her intangibles, her ability to see the next play, to see one pass ahead, one cut ahead, one move ahead, to read the defense, to know what she's going to do with the ball most of the time before it gets into her hands. Those are things that you can't see until you're with somebody on a day-to-day basis. The other piece, and you can see this come out on the floor, but she's just such an incredible competitor. I mean, her will to win is unmatched. Her competitive spirit is unmatched. She wants to win, and she's a competitor. So no matter what the play is that needs to be made, she's going to make it. She plays really hard, and she raises the level of intensity for our team, every single day just by her example.
Any other questions? No? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.